Hello and welcome to Bruge, Belgium. We took a train from Ghent, and then as you just saw, we had to go put our stuff in lockers. It's currently about 10:15. The basically like the Airbnb that we got, it's not Airbnb, but it's close enough, is not available until 4, so 6 hours from now. So we got the locker for until 5:30, I think. So as you also may see, it's very wet, gray, and rainy. But it's alright. It was supposed to clear up later today, but we're gonna go walk around. Like a lot of Bruges is in like one line. Like a lot of things like that you should go see are all in one line. So that's kind of convenient. So we're gonna go walk down and kind of go see all those things. We'll try to see whichever ones are open right now, and then go from there. So let's explore Bruges. With it being so rainy, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do a boat tour because we're able to see the same stuff except not have to walk around and slip around. The floor is a little slick, not too bad.
Thus, we start with one of the symbols of Bruge, the Belfry Tower.
Well, that was a fun little tour. It was only 30 minutes or so. I think the one in Ghent, I enjoyed that one more, but this one was still cool. It was still cool to see all the buildings and all the bridges and stuff. What do you say? You have 58 come out? 58 bridges or something like that? I don't know. It was a lot. Oh, it's like Venice. Then we're gonna walk around and maybe go to a museum or two and then grab some lunch. This reminds me of the beer place we went to after we got sandwiches in Brussels. It's massive. Just filled with random beers. And, oh, I think I've had this one. But, massive. The last execution by guillotine was 45 years ago, 47 years ago, something like that. In France, that's crazy. All right, well that torture museum was weird. The next thing is we're gonna go to a bar that's a little bit south of here and skip a few things. And they have a flight of beers that Elizabeth wants to go to, and before they get too busy, because it is Saturday, so, and they just opened, so we're gonna skip a few things. First, we're gonna walk through this flea market thing and head down to the bar. As you can see, the sun has come out. It has stopped raining, at least for now. The beer was really good. I still have a slight preference for the German beer. I don't like sweet beers. I don't like different flavors all that much in the beer, but Elizabeth really enjoyed it. So now we're gonna keep walking around. It is now 1:30 and we still can't check in until 4. We have the lockers until 5:30, I think. So we're gonna keep walking around. Really cool. We're like a heritage site right now. So we're gonna walk around here for a little bit. Alrighty, so we booked a guided tour at the brewery just around the corner. That is in about an hour, I think. That will take about an hour, so that's from 3 to 4. And then at that point, we'll head back to the Airbnb thing, check in, drop everything off, and figure out what else we're gonna do. Just bought a little chocolate before the beer tour.
Seven meters deep to bypass the underground one, and that's all the way.
That tour was really cool. The guy was fun to talk to. We were talking to him about German beers and Munich and stuff, but the ticket came with a beer. So it just turned 4 o'clock, so we're gonna head down, check in. Alrighty, well, we got into the Airbnb. As you can see, it is like a full Airbnb. We got it on booking.com though, so didn't get on Airbnb. Anyways, it's about 5:40 right now. We got in, just took a break. It's getting pretty warm out there. I mean, it's not hot. It's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but just wanted to chill. Been walking around all day. Yeah, so we're in Bruges for we're here all day tomorrow, all day the next day, and then we leave for Antwerp the day after that. We are gonna rent a car on Monday. Today is Saturday. We're gonna rent a car on Monday and go drive up and down the coast of Belgium. Not sure what there is to see, but you know, wanted to go out there and see what it was like, just like we did when we were in northern Germany. We're gonna go get some food and take it easy. Today's already been a long day of walking around. The horses are pretty cool. I mean, I don't want to pay to go on a horse ride, but they're pretty cool. This is a beautiful square though. All right, let's see what we get up to next. All right, well, that was some really good seafood. It was our first, I think it was our first seafood since we came to Belgium. We've just been eating other things. So, since we're staying in an Airbnb style place, we are going to try to save some money and go to the grocery store and get like sandwiches and pastas and tomato sauces and stuff like that. The waiter and the waitress at the seafood place was really nice. She was talking to us about the mussels and how it was traditional in Belgium, at least, to have celery, onion, and strong spices, and that's it. That's all you put in the mussels, which maybe is normal. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Right now we're at like 17,000 steps, and tomorrow, let's see, we're gonna do some more things in the middle, and then more of the stuff on the outside of Bruges. And then Monday, we're gonna get the rental car, like I said earlier. But let's go to the grocery store and see what we can find at a Belgian grocery store. All right, well, that was a successful trip to the grocery store. Now it's time to head back, take it easy, and restart tomorrow. So let's fast forward to tomorrow. Hello, welcome back to day 2 in Bruges, basically. I mean, this is our first full day in Bruges. Today we're gonna go see all of the old gates of the city. We already saw one yesterday at the end of the day, but we're gonna hop on the bus, and go see some of the other gates. I think there's one to the southwest and there's one to the east. And then there's a couple other things, like probably 6 or 7 other things that we still have left in the middle of the city. And then we need to go up into the Belfry at 6:20, I think. So let's get started. This is the port that we went by earlier, or yesterday. The gates we're gonna go see today date back to like the 1200s. I think they were rebuilt in the 1300s and then 1600s. I don't know, I just did some Googling. That one translates to Donkey's Gate, which I thought was kind of funny. So we're gonna take a bus and go around, and I think there's, yeah, like I said, there's one on the west, one on the southeast, and there's actually one on the east side that I didn't remember earlier. I think I mentioned this in another earlier thing, maybe in Brussels or something, but you definitely have to be paying attention on the trains here in Belgium. They either A, won't stop. Yeah, the buses, sorry, not trains. Buses won't stop if you don't wave them down. We ran into that 2 times now, I think, where we watched the bus go by. I thought I waved them down enough, I did not. Or if you're sitting on the bus and you don't hit the stop button, they will not stop. They will not, unless there's someone there. We've done that a couple times where we only got off, luckily, because someone was at the bus stop. But now we're at the next gate. This one's on the east side, and then there's some cool windmills to the north of this. So let's see. This is the first working windmill I think I've ever been in. He said, yeah, they turn it occasionally for ceremonies and stuff, but it's pretty cool. They ask you multiple times over there on that piece right there, don't touch anything, please. Because again, everything has a function, everything has a purpose. Thanks for not touching it. I'm not touching it, I'm just pointing at it. So this is cool. Oh, that's kind of weird. Those stairs on the way down are steep as hell. I was taking my sweet old time going down those steps. But that was really cool. It was really cool to be inside a working windmill. The next thing is we're gonna go down to the last remaining gate around Bruge. It's to the south. It's about a 15-20 minute walk. And then, whoa, what's that? Is that just like a normal plane? First I thought that was like a normal airliner, and then I realized there's not really a big airport near here, but that's pretty cool. Anyways, down to the south gate, 20 minutes, that's what I said. Yeah, let's go. All right, well, that was the last gate of Bruges that we had yet to see. So now we're gonna walk to the city center, or closer to the city center, and go to another brewery that's in the city. I'm not sure if we'll get a guided tour like we did at the brewery yesterday, but I think we'll still get a flight of beers from this place and try a bunch of different beers, so. cool brewery. They were similar to the other brewery, except they had open vats. So they let the wild yeast like go into the beer rather than putting in their own beer in cold and enclosed vats. So. Well, that was a cool little VR experience thing. I'd never really done like a city tour VR experience thing. I mean, I've done VR, like I have an Oculus Quest 2. Maybe I can't remember. But I thought it was pretty fun. It wasn't too weird, it wasn't too shaky, didn't make me motion sick, but it was a good time. So now we're gonna go get some ice cream. There is rain coming in, as you saw. But it is supposed to clear up before 6 p.m., which is around when our tour to the Belfry is. So get some ice cream, walk around, hang out. Probably won't film much before now in the Belfry. But the person at the front desk gave us some good recommendations for when we have the rental car tomorrow. So let's get some ice cream. Like I said, the rain is here, but this ice cream is really good. So we're just gonna walk around. Probably won't film much until we get to go to the Belfry. So let's fast forward to that. Alrighty, well, here goes 366 steps. As you can see, there's the tower. Let's see, take it one step at a time. I'm honestly not sure if these count, because these are outside. They have a nice, like, stop about 10 steps on the way up. The bell just went off behind me. It was loud. Like, I jumped out of my skin a little bit. It was impressively loud. But this is a cool view. Here, let me show you. Personally, I find it more annoying to go down because I have to place my feet so carefully, otherwise I'm gonna slip. It was fun. Listening to the bells in the building is an interesting thing. Like, the whole building kind of like vibrates along with the bell. So like, it just turned to 7 o'clock and it was ding, ding. Maybe it's on one of these intro things, but I don't know what this door is for. I mean, like, take a look at the door. Maybe it's for when they need to replace the bell. But it's just like a door to nowhere. And there's one on that side too. So, alright, let's see. How many more steps? Alrighty, well that was a fun time. We're gonna head back, cook up some dinner, and then fast forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we get up, we're gonna rent a car and drive around Northern Belgium. So let's fast forward to tomorrow.